Anyway, glad you dropped by. I was really keen for the first video blog of the year just to give you an idea on the new office. So have a look around. This is the waiting room for those that haven't been here. Here's the waiting room. And here's, don't forget the cert board. Obviously cert culture is a big part of Manly. But really just give you a sense on some of the key issues we're working on at the moment. But before that, just come down. Come and meet Christy and Lisa. Follow around. This is the hallway. You'll see that if you come down. I've got Christy here at the front. Say hi, Christy.
Hi.
There's Lisa.
Hi.
Lisa working as well. So it's a big year, 2008, and really what I want to do is ongoing just communicate. So the more I can hear from you, the more that you can see what we're doing and working on, I think the better it is. The Manly community is really united on the things that are important to it, and I think the more we focus on what unites us rather than divides us, the better we'll be. So we've seen the first example in ferries. Now there's been a long history of the ferries which have been a key part of the iconic nature of Manly. And it's much more than just a form of transport, but importantly, day in, day out, it delivers for the commuters a big part of people getting into the city. Now, John Watkins has heard from us in a very clear way. The inquiry, the Walker inquiry, we brought down to Manly, and over 200 of you had a huge input at the forum we had late last year. And then in January, at a very difficult time, we had John Watkins himself come and hear very directly from all of you on what are some of the priorities for the ferry service. They need to be integrated, they need to be accessible, they need to be affordable, and they need to be reliable. All of those things came out very clearly, and we do not want to see any reduction in services for our ferries. John Watkins has got that message, and we need him to take that forward. If he doesn't, when he takes up his recommendations, there will be an outcry from the Manly community, and we will lead it. But anyway, come into the office as well, and we'll get on the other points. So we'll sit down and have a yak. The other thing we need to really focus on is the Spit Corridor. Now we've heard day in, day out, and I have to be honest, there's been a huge number of failures from successive governments on this corridor. Listen, that time has stopped. I'm sick of it, you're sick of it. We've spent a lot of time in the first 10 months in the job consulting with experts. I've met with public transport groups, I've met with people from the private sector in terms of infrastructure. I've got a very clear understanding that there is a big holistic solution that can fix this problem. It must be built on public transport, and that's where we spend a lot of our time. But we will release a plan this year, and that plan will be open to your input and your debate. I think that we have ignored the community in years gone by, but we will have your input into that. So we'll release a plan before the end of the year, and I really look forward to your constructive input. And there's been a huge number of people, both in terms of the ferries and also in relation to the Spit, where people have sent emails, letters that have dropped in, and there has been very good constructive input to some of these big issues. We can't forget the environment. The environment remains a passion of everyone in this office and really everyone in the Manly community. One of the key focuses this year is going to be on Sydney Water. Sydney Water is spending or have committed a huge amount of money, and $70 million, to fix some of the pipes around Manly Lagoons and Kirkhill Lagoons and the catchments. And I'm working with a number of groups in this area, including council, including some of the lagoon groups, to strategically apply that investment to make sure that the $70 million is well spent and has the most impact on both of those lagoons. So that's going to be a very key part. And also the call on all of us to take a leadership role in relation to the environment. This office will remain climate neutral for its duration, and really every household has to take responsibility, and certainly I'm trying to do that myself. Now the last point to finish off is really another emerging pressure, and that is young families are coming everywhere, and who can blame them? Manly is the most fantastic place in the world, and not surprisingly young families are coming in their droves, but that's putting huge pressures on our schools. And talking to schools, there are record enrolments at a number of schools, including Kirkhill North and Balgowlah North, and indeed all schools have just had this robust growth. Now that means that the facilities are under increasing pressure. So I'll be working with the schools to prioritise some of the capital works programs to ensure that this growth is accommodated, because unless it is, they're going to be cramped, and it really is going to impact the educational experience. At the same time, I'm working with the schools and some of the P&C communities to deliver pre and after school care, because as parents trying to adjust themselves, they really are going to struggle unless they have that available to help them as they get to work and back, to enable their kids to get to school and have that adjustment. So until we do that, we're going to continue to have the pressures. So thanks for dropping in. It's been great to see you, and make sure you stay in touch in terms of the website. Email me at any time, and I look forward to working with you in 2008. Cheers.